free.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Rent Free the Podcast. It's your boy Eli, courtesy of my boy Oscar.
You already know.
And Jerm lame ass ain't show up, but it's all good because guess what? We got a special guest in the building. Man, my man's Ryan, CEO of Meliora. Man, let these people know who you is, your socials. We'll get to it in a second.
For sure. But shit, my name Ryan, man. Shit, I got a brand called Meliora. It stands for the Better Days Are Coming. Some of the shit I got dropping, I got hats, jackets, hoodies, varsity jackets. We gonna get into that soon though.
Yeah, but it's been a long time coming, man. My man's hit me. You know what I'm saying? We fell off, but yeah, bro got us locked back in, man. We glad to have you.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Before you got here, crazy event happened.
man,
Bro thought we was having a bonfire. He was at the wrong crib. And we like, it's 20 degrees outside. Who having a bonfire, bro? What happened, G?
craziest thing. So me and Cuz, we on the way to the podcast. So I see these flames. I'm like, damn, them flames too hot to be a bonfire. So we pull up to the crib. I'm like, damn, nobody answering the door. So Cuz knock on the door. I knock on the neighbor's door. Nobody answering. So I'm like, damn. So the flames, they like make this popping sound. It's like boom. So I'm like, hell no. But we gotta call police and shit. So we dial 911. We wake dude up. He finally come out. He come out in his drawers and shit. Dog out and shit. He like, damn. I think it was the heater. He got a dog. So basically, it was the heater in like the little dog house.
Oh, so it was like towards the backyard?
Yeah, and this shit was just crazy, but it was a big ass tree. So once the flames erupted,
Yeah.
it was a wrap. So shit, me and Cuz saved like 5 lives tonight though, man. So y'all only gotta see that shit on the news,
crazy.
man.
So what we say, oh, bro, we say lies over at Rent Free the Podcast. We
Real
support
shit.
first responders. What you talking about? Nah, bro, he called me. He like, you having a bonfire? I'm like, huh? He flipped the camera. This big ass inferno. Oh,
Big ass
damn.
inferno.
He like,
Thought you were gonna shoot with a bonfire, bro.
No bullshit.
bro, that's crazy, bro. I couldn't imagine like just being in the crib. You wake up, all you see is a big ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Crazy.
Think you in hell or something. For like
Hell
that's
yeah.
crazy, bro. But nah, bro. Y'all did the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Call the first responders, bro. Yeah, for sure. That happened for a reason though.
Nah, for real. Bro talking about he's in that bitch playing Call of Duty on.
Huh?
Man, you tweaking. He
Wait,
talking
who
about
said that?
The dude, when he answered, I'm like, who else in the crib? He like, bro, I thought those was fireworks.
What the
He talking about he's playing Call of Duty and
I thought it was fire.
shit.
Gee, oh,
Tell
bro.
me, I thought it was in the game, boy.
Folks with it. Yeah,
Call
bro.
of Duty, folks.
That's crazy. But that just show you how quick stuff could just like, you know what I'm saying? At any moment, bro,
Yeah.
you gotta just
So-
be paying attention to stuff like that, bro. That's crazy.
It had to be God, though.
It definitely did, bro.
I had to, because that shit was just random.
Wait, what side were you coming from? Were you coming from?
Shit, low key, when we turned off Kezi, so we probably was coming off.
You took a left or a right?
We busted left and then made a right on like 140.
I know what you talking about.
Yeah, we was by that
I know what
school over there.
Yeah,
That shit was crazy. It was right
That's
across the
crazy.
street from the school.
yeah.
Yeah, for real.
That shit then I could have got to the school, anything. So
We could have got the monster.
real,
Nah,
this is crazy.
geez, nah, but that's what's up though.
Super crazy.
But yeah, man, we glad to have you here. You know, cuz in the back and everything, bro. Like, give us a little rundown about who you is, what your brand stand for, where you from. Just take us from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
So shit, my name Ryan. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I reside in the Burbs now. But shit, just growing up on the south side, just always had a love for baseball. Cause that's what we did to stay out the streets and shit. So me and cuz we hoop, played baseball for Jack Robinson West. And I
For real?
just-
Was you
yeah.
on the winning team?
Nah, they was like 2 years younger than me, but
Okay.
like I know all of them and everything. Like,
Mhm.
We all grew up together and played together and shit. But with the as far as like the baseball caps and shit like that, like probably when I was like 9 or 10, I got an older sister named Kira, and she would just always take us to Fort City Mall 'cause she loved shopping, she loved fashion. So she'll take me and my little brother Kyle, we'd go to like Liz and shit like that, and she'll let us customize the hats. So we used to just always put our nickname on it, shit like that, just try to go crazy with them. So I ended up just like getting a love for putting my own like little designs and shit on my own shit, just to be different. Cause I always go into like stores like H&M, Forever 21, and they had some cold ass like pieces in there, but they had some weird shit like a pizza slice on the back of that bitch or something that say Zap.
Yeah.
Some over goofy shit that just messed the whole thing up. So I'm like, man, if this ain't had this, or if I could put this on this, that should be hard. So I just started doing that shit, and then shit, the passion and the love for fashion just started putting my own twist on shit and just took off with that shit. The rest history for real.
Okay, that's crazy. So you say it's Meliora, right? Okay, so where did that name stem from?
Alright, so Meliora, the Meli, my mom nickname. Well, her real name Melanie, so
Mm.
her nickname is Melly Mel. So I kind of threw that twist in there, but Meliora is a Latin word for pursuing the better. So it's like pursuing a better life, with the brand, being able to take care of my people, achieving my dreams and shit like that. So
Is it
like,
any like heritage thing, or it's just kind of doing your research? You just
just like some research shit. So
mm.
I ain't gonna lie. So my big brother Roper, he got Roper Rich. He got a brand called Richezza. Y'all gotta go check his shit out. But Richezza, I mean wealth in Italian. So he had one on his trip in high school and went to Italy and shit, and he got inspired from it. So that shit just inspired me too. I'm like, I want to be different and have my shit. Like, a lot of designer brands, how we pronounce them, not even how they supposed to be pronounced. Cause that shit
Yeah,
really
definitely.
foreign. So it's like I wanted to add that on my like my brand name be different. So in English, it's really pronounced Meliora, but a lot of people can't pronounce it. So that's how you really pronounce it. But shit, we just Americanized it and just made it Meliora.
You gotta slow it down for the niggas, bro. Nah, yeah, I hear you, bro. I really
So
I rock with that. Like, so like, where do you see your brand going? Like, what was the feedback after you started doing it? What was the feedback from it? Was anybody like doubting you or saying like that's lame or whatever? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but I used to work at this store called Home Goods, and I used to work with this old lady. I ain't gonna say her name, but we just gonna call her Dude now. So Dude now, she used to always be like, "Are you gonna go to school? You gonna go back to school?" Cause I'm really a college dropout. So
okay,
really another thing that like motivate me is just show people you don't need school and shit. Like that shouldn't determine like your knowledge or determine your paper, but that's how it is nowadays. You need that degree to get that certain job and shit. So
yeah,
just trying to show people you could do what you want to do in life without needing a degree, without needing school. Cause people think that shit really just a piece of paper. Like it's good to have your degree. I salute everybody that do it. Shit, I couldn't do it, but I do plan on going back. But if I do go back, I'll probably study fashion and design. But I just want to show people like you don't need a degree to be successful. Like I feel like people try to make school like that's the only thing that you can succeed from. Like you need a piece of paper to determine your knowledge, to determine how far you gonna go in life. But really, that shit just a piece of paper. Like that shit could have caught on fire, like bro, and then you ain't got your diploma. So it's like
oh, bro.
little shit like that.
Nah, for real. Like, not to even turn it about me, but like, nah, I see what you're saying. Like, it's about like, it ain't even all about what you know, it's about who you know too.
Facts.
Cause you could definitely learn information and stuff about like fashion and design and manufacturing from other people. You know what I'm saying? And you hand stitch your own.
So like with the truckers and everything, I buy them plain. So
Okay.
like the patches and all that shit, I do myself. But I got a dude that be embroidering like the hats and shit for me. But I'm learning how to do that shit. So it's really just once I learn that, it's over with.
And that's cool. That's something nobody can take from you though. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? Like that's just like a skill you can have, bro. I always
Hell
wish
yeah.
I learned something like that. Like, yeah, that's dope for real. And you
So
said like you said being a college dropout, like we both kind of relate. You know what I'm saying? Going like the creative route. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like in school for like, you know what I'm saying, like trade school ish for like marketing and stuff, doing this content stuff. You know what I'm saying? You see that it's like it's a different way out. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody
yeah.
can't do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have the drive, determination to do different things. So it's like,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? This is our school in a way, just like making it up. So
Hell yeah. And
yeah.
another thing, bro, like with the whole starting your own business, like I just never want to work for nobody, bro. So it's like working in retail, just work for somebody, bro. Like even with your salary, bro, you got your salary, but they know how much you gonna make, bro. Like
It's
at the end
like
of the, oh, go ahead, bro.
you never give your 100% to something that's
Yeah,
not yours,
you
right?
feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like having your own shit, bro. Like can't nobody take that from you. That's your shit.
Yeah.
You came up with it. You make the calls. You call the shots. Like it's you. So that's another thing with your brand. It's like you gotta look at. I look at my shit like it's a newborn baby. Like you gotta take care of your shit. You can't. You gotta watch who you associate yourself with.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it clean, cause it's a representation of you. So you gotta keep that shit P for real. Just know that that's everything for real. So you gotta guard that for real.
Yeah, that's dope for sure. And so far, like with the success so far of it, like, is there anybody what I've seen, but like for the people that don't know, like anybody of stature or like as a like the receptiveness of like your peers and like people, like how does that being like who have you connected with, who you know, fam? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, that's crazy. So like, I connected with a lot of people. Like just like earlier, you say it's not what you know, it's who you know. So I've been doing like the networking shit. Like I learned that as a shorty. So like my mom, she just always taught me like you said, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you always gotta use that to your advantage, cause that can open up doors for you that you feel me you never see yourself walking in. So like the my homie DJ Skinny, shout out to him. But I used to always go like to the shows with him and shit like that. And it's like 2020, 2021. It's like I'm in this bitch like I used to literally be his assistant damn near. I used to carry his mixing board and shit like that. But I'll always be around all these rappers, all these artists, people doing their own thing. So I used to always think like, damn, this shit raw and all, but what I gotta find my niche. Like I gotta find out how to stay like relevant in this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like, damn, what can I do? And I don't know if y'all know, y'all obviously know Sosa Keith, but his DJ Amar's, his son, we was at a show with for DCG and them, DCG brothers, and his son came up to me. He, damn, bro, you rap? No, you fresh as hell. And it's like back then I'm just doing this shit, cause I like doing it. I ain't even doing it for real. So
yeah,
I just had that shit on. So bro was like, damn, bro, you rap? Hell no. So we just networked off that, and you got to think this, Chief Keef, DJ like son, bro. So me and bro locked in. Shout out to him too. But that's just hearing that shit from my peers and like cuz he'll tell you. So like every Thanksgiving we had some shit called like who gonna be the freshest in Granny Kitchen. They get the first plate. So my cousin Lane, he had that shit on lock. I ain't gonna lie, folks. It's like 8 years in a row type shit. Like he was the first one really getting into the mics and shit like that. So after that, me and cuz started going. You know, we getting into the girls and shit. So we trying to be fresh. But after that shit, we just started putting that shit on, so it just became like a competition, like some family shit. So after that, we just still, I ain't gonna lie, bro, on that shit this year. You feel me? But
you do got that shit on though.
I was just chilling, man.
I should have came on, man. Don't make me get in this bitch, man. Check my gram for fuck you talking.
For real, you gotta shout out your gram, man.
Nah, yeah, for sure. Nah, that ain't.
Yeah,
definitely. Cuz got the essentials on too, man. Yeah, y'all in that shit.
What's
up? Little slight shit. Yeah. But nah, yeah, that's what's up. And you say you was locked in with them.
Yeah. So like shit, locking in with them, and that's the first person I really like locked in with for real was probably like DJ Victorious. So this was probably like a year and a half ago. I just know this shit was at the Forge. We in Joliet. So you know how that shit is like behind for y'all who don't know. So with shows and everything, you know, you walk in, like if you're an artist or whatever, you walk in through the back. You know, you get escorted, security and everything. Then they escort you to your room. So you know you got your name with the artist name for like the dressing room and shit like that. So we in the room and we you know we finna set up and shit. So we was finna my homie DJ Skinny was finna mix with Lil Romo. So we in the dressing room talking and shit. So I see DJ Victorious and shit like that. So we just chop it up and shit. We flick up, we chatting and shit like that. And this shit probably like a year later, I had hit him on Instagram and shit. First off, I had posted the picture of us and shit like that. And it's just like always been love from the jump. Like, bro reposted it, you know. So this shit just always been genuine. So I had hit him back in like February, March. This is before I even like started making hats for real. Like, I ain't make my first hat till February, but I ain't like start selling the hats probably till like the end of March, early April. So this shit had to be like early March. So I hit DJ Victorious. And he had hit me back and shit. So this before I dropped. This like before I even. This everything just samples. This shit just really ideas and shit like that. So I hit him. And he hit me back. So I'm like, damn. I know this shit ain't that easy, bro. Just hit me back just like that. But he remembered me and shit like that. So I'm like, that shit was genuine. So it wasn't that hard. You feel me? It was just using my connections and shit like that. So I ended up getting up with him, getting a hat. He came, picked me up and shit. Took me to work. Like, over cool. It was like just super genuine. So the next artist was V's. That was like my first rapper. So I don't know if y'all know V's, but he a rapper from Detroit. He in Little Baby Camp.
Okay.
But
I think I understand that.
yeah, he be with Babyface Ray. He raw as hell though. But I hit him probably like 2 weeks after DJ Victorious. He hit me back too. So I'm like, damn, that's another rapper. And at this time, like V's, he blowing up, but this is before he really with Lil Baby and shit like that. So you know he's starting to blow up. So I was at work. He ain't post my shit till like a month and a half later. So at this point, I'm waiting like, damn. That's another thing you got to understand. Like, a lot of this shit, God's timing. Like, you can't force this shit. You can do the work, but you just got to be patient. That shit gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. Sure. If this shit ain't happen, it ain't supposed to happen. So I had something in this hat probably in like April. he ain't posted to like May. So at this time, I knew I something happened. But I'm like, I'm already on my next thing. Cause that's another thing I like to do. Like when I be having events and a lot of shit I look forward to, and this shit happen. You know, a lot of people get caught in a moment, and then that's when you get comfortable and feel me, you start working. So like I obviously enjoy and embrace the moment, but I'm always looking like, you know, towards the next thing. Like, damn, what I'm finna do next? How I'm finna top this? What's gonna make? You know, I'm always thinking of the next move. So shit, V's had posted that shit. I'm at work, and the job I work at, I ain't gonna say it. You feel me? It's disclosed, but the job I work at, we can't have our phones and stuff like that. So my shit on like do not disturb. You know, it's in my locker and shit. So I'm on my break, and I go grab my phone, and my shit just going up. People steady like sending me shit, and it's my Instagram. My Instagram going up. So this one, like when I keep in mind this early stages of the brand, so I probably only had like 75, maybe 100 followers on my shit. So they like my Instagram going up my DMs, but it's from my brand page. So I'm like, damn, they like V's posted your hat, woo woo. So damn, I seen that shit, and I'm just like, damn, that shit motivated me. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, all right, now how I'm finna top this? Cause that's another thing. He had posted it, but he ain't tagged my brand.
Oh, damn.
So I'm like, damn. So he's like, he said thanks and everything like that, but I'm like, damn. So like I took it like, all right, I appreciate him posting it, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, like they gotta know who the fuck I am now.
Yeah,
like,
you got to get in them comments.
you feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, they gotta know who I am. So that shit is motivating me. Like I say, I look forward to the next one. I appreciate it. It was love, but at the same time, I'm like, bro ain't tagged yet. I'm still grateful, but it's like that shit motivated me because I'm like, he know who my shit is, but they gotta know who my shit is. He around baby. You feel me? That's another thing. I got goals, so it's like that's on my my goal is I gotta get baby a hat, music video or some shit like that. So it'll be hard.
Yeah, so like locally, I've been checking out. Before we get to the next thing, I see you cool. You good with Big K Beezy?
Yeah, for
Yeah, I
sure.
seen him rocking. And then I saw you was at the Cubs game.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? And you just started last year.
Nah, this year, bro.
This-
I'm only like 8 months in this
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Hey man,
For
you
sure.
putting work in, bro. That prove you got a good product, bro. So like,
For
if you
sure.
don't mind just like briefly like dabbing into them too.
Oh yeah, so I start with the Cubs one first, cause that shit. That's another thing that happened probably like a month after the V's thing. So I had hit the Cubs player back in like March. His name Ethan Roberts. Shout out Ethan. But this is during like spring training. So I'm really at the gym with my boy Lando. So we working out and shit. You know how it is in the wintertime. You trying to get fit for the summer and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we working out. But I'm on Twitter and shit. Cause you know I got like my notifications on for the Cubs and the Sox. Keep in mind I play baseball, so
Yeah.
I just got that shit updated. So they like Ethan Roberts got called up. So I'm like, damn, this is a great opportunity, bro. Starting his journey. I'm like, I'm starting my journey. This is a great way to like, you know, build something and just grow from it. He hit me back. So damn, keep in mind I kind of like, it really was just learning how to talk to them, like getting them to understand like what you trying to do, letting them know it's not a scam.
Yeah.
You know, just letting them know what's going on. And they got to be genuine. I didn't talk to people who I felt weren't genuine. I ain't linked with them, or I'd had like that's another thing. A lot y'all seen a lot of the games, but I honestly missed more games than I went to because I had work or just some crazy shit. Or like I remember one day one dude got called down, so it's like damn. At the end of the day though, like you still gotta be motivated. Use that shit as motivation. So like you just always gotta like just keep going, cause there's gonna be a lot of times where everything feel like it's going good. And you're like, damn, I'm on the road. Then it's going to be them days. And you're like, damn, I don't got no sales. Or there's them days when it's feel like, damn, what's going to happen next? So you just got to always just stay motivated and stay consistent with that shit. But back to the Cubs thing, Ethan Roberts had hit me back. And I was supposed to meet with him. I was going to do it for my birthday in June. So I was waiting for my brother to come home because he went to school in Indiana. So this would have been after his season and everything. So I was going to basically just take my whole family to the game. But my mom wasn't gonna know about it. We was gonna surprise her. So basically, I think it was May 7th. So my brother had prom that day, and he ended up not being able to go like that. But I think Mother's Day was the next day. So that was like a Mother's Day gift. But he ended up getting injured, and he was like, he hit me that Friday. He was like, "You think we could do the game tomorrow? I'm going back home soon. They sending me back." So I'm like, "Damn, I bet." So this quick. So had to hurry up, get everything taken care of. Keep in mind I'm at work or everything going on, so I'm really just on a prayer at this point. So my brother ended up having prom. We ended up going to the game. It was crazy. Like Ethan opened up a lot of doors for me. I feel like he gave me that confidence I needed to like, it was crazy. It was like an unforgettable experience, but at the same time it was humbling. Cause I'm like, damn, all this shit happening, but at the same time I'm like, damn, I got work the next day. So it was like, it's back to reality and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
But at the same time I'm like, this shit God showing me, like, if I just keep working, this could be my life. Like, this could be my reality and shit like that. So I was always thinking shit like that. So back to the Beezy thing. Nah, I had hit Beezy back in like April, May, and he just got back to me probably like a month or two ago. But we had already been talking and shit, like what we was gonna do and shit like that. And he was just like, he had a show, so he just like pull up. Like, I ain't even planning on going to the show or nothing like that. I'm getting my hair cut and shit. Like, I'm out taking care of the business. He like pull up in Joliet. Like, I got a show. So I'm like, shit, man, bro, gone. Keep in mind, my boy Lando, he be cutting my hair and shit. Shout out Lando. Verse cuts, you gotta go check him out. But bro cutting my shit, and Busy hit me. He like, we finna leave. We gonna be in like 30 minutes. So we like, fuck. So we just throw our shit on. You feel me? We go and shit. So we get there and shit. We meet him and shit. Meet his camp. So it was just genuine. So after that, we just went to the show. Bro performed. He performed in two of my trucker hats. And it was just love. So after that shit, we just locked in. Like, we got a lot of shit coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, a lot of shit coming. So
that's what's up. Alright, now we finna get a little personal. So we got a little question. And take a minute if you gotta think about it.
what's up?
Man, what was your crazy experience with a female?
I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one, folks. I gotta plead the fifth on that one, folks.
Oh, you got somebody watching. Hey, okay, that's real. That's real.
Man.
Cause you got something. Man? Alright, we'll give you a second. Let me know when you ready.
Shorty say 2019 was the crazy summer, huh? I say 2019 was the crazy summer. That time we was at the beach.
So I had a lot of shit going on.
So I got a crazy story, me and Cuz.
Alright.
This is probably like 2019. So, back then, the beach used to be busting, bro. Like, everybody used to be at the beach. So, it had rained and shit like that. But keep in mind, we was plugged downtown, for like, plugged out to Portillo's and shit. So, we used to park at the G station, walk to Portillo's, get us a double bacon burger and shit, and then slide to the beach and shit, smack the shorties and shit like that. So, we was chilling, bro. They get the rain and shit. So, keep in mind, we driving. So we seen like, I think, how many girls? It was like 4 girls, 3 or 4.
4 or 5.
Nah, for real. Bro, so we picked them up and shit like that. Keep in mind, we on the E-way. It's hella traffic, bro. We in that bitch, lapped up, all type of shit. But we got all the shorties in the back. It's like 40 ass on the back.
8 people in the 4-seater.
Well, boy, so we was in that bitch like sardines. But that shit was just crazy. And then afterwards, and we,
He said, it's simple. Gee. Oh, bro. Seemed like a glorious day. Oh, bro.
That's just the censorship we got, for real. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, bro. Man, when we get the Patreon going one day, so we have you back. We'll get a little record. Bro. Nah. All right, next one. Everybody can answer. All right. Would you date someone who had sex with somebody you knew?
I ain't gonna lie. That's different. Cause it all depends. But it's like, cause we grown and shit, but like that shit happened way before I knew you. Were like some years way before. But if it's somebody close to you feel me? If it's one of the guys, then hell no. Like,
yeah, it definitely depends. Like,
if it's one of the guys, then
who you know,
yeah,
like who it is.
I think the relationship with the person too. Cause like if we just cordial, you know what I'm saying? Like we was in high school, what up, you cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna spend no mercy on me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead.
Alright, KC. Alright, no, I don't think that you could do that. If somebody been with somebody I don't think you could do that. Just because the simple fact that people they know, so they already know, so it's gonna be like y'all passing that one around. So it's okay, I feel like, to just keep it being passed and just let it be just that ball we passing a hot potato. but not the cuff.
Yeah, bro. I just want to say, like, that's another thing. If it's like, especially if it's one of the guys, so it's like, that shit off limits. That shit, that's just the principle. But That's another thing. If it's like some shit like you talk to one of the guys, like I don't know, for that shit just wrong. But that's another thing. Like the guys gonna know regardless. So like we know like who the fuck being with who and shit like that.
But like I said, I just think about the relationship of the person. You know what I'm saying? Of course, not one of the guys. I know now to start about, I got another question just for that. Yeah, like I said, it just all depends on the relationship with the person. It is like you said, we grown, so everybody got to pass. Sure. But it's like, bro, if you did that, don't be coming to me saying nothing crazy. Cause then I'm gonna have to get on that with you. But like, nah, sure. Everybody cordial, we cool. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But okay, what about this? Cause I feel like we all know somebody. Like I ain't gonna say know somebody. All right, let's say okay. So everybody been low key talking to girls, dating, whatever, since we was shorty. Now, what if it's like this one of your main homies, right? He used to talk to a girl like in middle school, but y'all grown as hell, 23, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that same girl want to talk to you. How do you feel about that? What if your homie felt the way about that, or like how would you feel about it? Do you feel like it's like childish, bro? Like or what?
I mean, shit. I'll put it like this: if that's your homie, bro, you gonna know his favorite girlfriend. You gonna know his, you feel me? His shorty since 6th grade. Like you gonna know that shit. Like the guys know what I got going on. I know what they got going on. So certain shit like that. It all depends on how you look at it. If it's some shit like that was your first kiss and shit, like first grade type shit, like some old shit, then nah. But like middle school and up, I don't know shit.
I feel like we all know somebody that be like, they'll reminisce on some old ass childish, like you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta move on, gang. So it's like I ain't never did none of that. But I'm just saying I was wanting to see, okay, because I feel like that kind of tied into that question. Because I know people, because I done asked. I remember we was talking about it with a couple people. I done talked to a female about that. Females, they act like they loyal to their friends. They just like niggas. They just be slimy.
They worse.
They be worse. They'll be worse.
Cause they sneaky, bro. Like we dogs, bro. But like females, they worse, bro. Like they sneaky. They'll be in your face out there doing some
outlandish.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, females would be like, bro, the dude just follow me, and then the other friend gonna go follow them too.
For real. That's how it be. Like, yeah, it's worse than us.
Yeah, they definitely is like
and they be bold, bro. Like they be over bold.
Females like niggas now.
Nah, for real, they go post a picture in folks' con shit now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. So last question on a crazy personal note. All right. You see your homie girl out with another dude while you with your side girl. What you doing? Yeah, so you with your side chick, and you see your homie girl with somebody else.
So I got a bitch too?
Yep.
And I'm with my side chick.
Yes.
Do she see me?
We gotta make an answer. Yeah, she see you. You see her, she see you.
Shit, I'm gonna tell my homie, but I'm gonna be discreet about it. I'm gonna text him while I'm there, while I'm with my side chick, and they be like, "Hey, call your bitch." And then he got to FaceTime her. Then shit, she gonna be declining. He gonna know something up. Then that's the way to start the argument. Then just leave her. And I'm gonna tell you that I saw her with another nigga. There ain't nothing to talk about. Just leave her.
But then she gonna be on some revenge stuff. Cause you know, girls, they inspectors. They gonna find a way to find somebody. She gonna find your girl though. So that's what I'm saying. You in a catch-22. You feel me? Like
she ain't got no proof. Shit, my girl can't believe it. Then.
Hey, folks say if the gloves don't fit, you must have quit. No, for real.
For real.
I don't know for that shit. I don't even know.
You know, so I'm mind my business type shit.
Like at the end of the day, that's my brother, folks. So it's like that's another thing. Like I don't even really got homies like that. Like a homie, like my homies to me is like my brothers. Like them niggas I've been locked in with since shorties are like people who I've been locked in with for years. So it's like I don't know if I say some shit like that, I'll probably FaceTime my homie. It's the side bitch anyway. So it's like you the side bitch for a reason. So I really don't. You feel me? I really ain't got shit to lose for real. You the side bitch. So it's like. I don't really.
But it's like you got everything to lose at the same time.
I mean, you had everything to lose cheating in the first place. So it's like, just don't cheat, shit. Or shit, if you gonna be a player, you gotta know what come with this shit. You gonna take your L's, but 2 L's make a W, so shit. Get it how you live it, shit.
Oh, bro, yeah, that's a quote. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's crazy, bro.
You gotta put down the hat.
Oh, bro, you 2 L's make a W.
Still that bitch. Hold on.
Nah, yeah, that's crazy, because I heard something like that. I was in a car with my grandma. Yeah, they was on the radio talking about that, and they was talking about if you see your homie baby mama out with somebody else, what you doing? And some people like, I mind my business. I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That baby, they don't got nothing to do with me. They probably not together, but like stuff like that. Baby mama different.
Yeah, BM, that's some serious.
Baby mama shit, we already know how it is.
Yeah.
my homie not with her.
It's
for
a baby
reason.
mama
It's the
for a
baby
reason.
Mama. We don't care.
Okay, yeah.
But like some shit, he just, you feel me? And it all depends too. Like I ain't gonna, I'm telling my homie before. I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
I gotta let my homie know. Like,
Oh, yeah,
yo,
you
bitch
got
out
to.
here.
Yeah, it's mandatory. Yeah, you got it. You
Like,
got
that's just how that shit go.
Yeah, man. These females smart, man. I'm just saying. It's just like,
Yeah.
but, you know, your brothers for a reason. You knew the niggas before you knew Shorty,
feel me?
bro. Like, it's, yeah.
Oh,
So definitely, going to one of our last questions. Okay, so with the fashion scene, like in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, we know certain people. Like, is there anybody you look up to or look forward to working with, or you wish you could work with? You know what I'm saying?
shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I done had like brands hit me for collabs and shit already, but I'm really just waiting. I'm trying to build my shit up. But first brand I feel like I would probably be my boy Roper. I'll probably do some shit with Rich Hezza. But I mean, right now I'm just trying to build my shit, and then when I get to that point, where I feel like I get in collab and really like make way with that shit and really elevate with that shit, then I feel like when the time right, then yeah. But as far as looking up to people, shit, the fashion shit, that's another thing. Like with fashion, I feel like that's how you express yourself. So like, I mean, I ain't afraid to wear like the bright colors and shit, cause I know I'm gonna put that shit on to make it go with something. So like even with that, like you just gotta understand fashion. That shit trends anyway. So it's like everybody got their own taste. So what I like to do is take like, for example, like in Japan, they already like 30, 40 with their fashion shit. Like streetwear, they super advanced. Then you go to like Milan and in Europe and shit like that, and they got the high end. So I try to like mix that shit like streetwear and high end. So even with my brand, like I'm starting off streetwear, but eventually I'm trying to go high end. Had like two sides to that shit.
It's definitely because we could talk about it. Because just because you got a whole bunch of designer on, do not make you
sure.
miss to put that shit on. Yeah, it ain't, bro.
Like I remember they doing that, put it on challenge. I didn't even participate in that shit because it's just like motherfuckers got the
Niggas
title
wearing
already.
the same thing. This nigga wearing a dirty shiesty mask and
You feel me?
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even
Hot as
really,
hell.
on bro, middle of the summer. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, fashion is definitely expressive. I feel like after a while, like in high school, you know what I'm saying, you worried about what people gonna think because you wearing stuff. I ain't saying I'm just all out crazy, but I feel like
for
I
sure.
expanded my palette and taste with the fashion shit because it's like seeing people like, I don't know if you gonna ever get to that. And I'm like seeing like Virgil and them like that. I was so tapped into Virgil way before I even knew it was him.
You feel
Like
me?
I was wearing Ben Trail and stuff. I remember we was spending all our
Hell
bread in the
yeah.
mall buying bench. I didn't even know that was him until later on. I'm like, man, he
Hell
designed
yeah.
all these album covers. Him, Chicago wise. Who else? Joe Fresh Goods. He
Yeah,
coming
he got
up.
New Balance on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Rock.
Like it's so many people. Like even though he's not from Chicago, Jerry Lorenzo, fair guy. You know what I'm saying? It's
for
like
sure.
we got a space open now. You know what I'm saying? Like they broke the doors open. So
For sure.
like yeah, that was. I feel like that definitely just showed. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
could be different. You know what I'm saying? Still be in tune. You know what I'm saying?
Like I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't even trying to get canceled. I was gonna say yay, but besides like all the bullshit he got going on, like I feel like he one of like the most influential like artists of all time.
That's
like,
real.
Not even the
Yeah.
like music, bro. That's a whole nother category. But like shit
Fashion.
for real, one of them too. Like that's another thing. Like the dude who made Bape, like Nego, like people don't even know like he got inspired because of For real been doing that shit. Like but
And
Nego
Pharrell
got inspired
that too.
You feel me? So it's like,
NMDs, not the human races and all that. Yeah.
nah, but they did, had the little human race NMD collab. So
Yeah.
feel me? So like that just go to show you like you just expressing yourself. Like folks was a producer and shit like that. Like folks ain't had no business making some raw ass shit like this, bro. But he just same with Ye. Produced, made music, and it's like boom. He was expressing himself through his music and through his fashion and shit like that. But it's just like it's just crazy like how you can bring out your visions and people fuck with it. I feel like that's the thing I probably fuck with the most with the fashion, like just my ideas and seeing them come to life and seeing how people reaction to them and seeing how people rocking with it. And that's another thing. That's what be keeping me going, like with the brand. Obviously, I'm so motivated and shit like that because obviously I got people I'm trying to take care of. I'm trying to be straight. I'm trying to build like generational wealth and shit like that. But a lot of things be like the reactions. Like I'll be getting a lot of positivity from my shit, or like people will be like, "Damn, what you got coming next?" So it's like it got people anticipating. So it's like it be keeping me on my heels. Like, all right, I gotta keep this shit coming because they wondering what's coming next. So I got the clothes coming next for y'all for sure. I'm dropping them. It's gonna be the end of January. I've been working on them hard. So
Stay in tune, yo.
late January, early February. That's when I'm gonna do the first release. Probably have a Valentine's Day collection of song.
Okay,
We'll see.
tough.
We'll see what we working with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I heard everything you said. Like you said, music aside, like we could take it back to Ye for 2 seconds. Like
So
art, fashion is art, and art is subjective. You feel me? But like, who would have ever thought? And like me, I've never been a person just to hop on a wave to like something just because everybody likes something. But I swear, in a million years, I never thought like the phone runners. I got me a pair of phone. I never would have thought I would have liked them. G, when they first came out, I'm like, but the more I looked at them, I'm like, they're just cold. You know what I'm saying?
They hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything he got on the Yeezys, like the clothing, everything. We, a lot of the older generation, they don't understand. They ain't gonna like. You know what I'm saying? But it's like just having that vision.
It's different.
And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you don't gotta like something just cause everybody else like it. But like for the people that's really in tune and understand it, like bro, that's like he changed the game. Like he opened the doors too for people.
So especially black people, man. Like that's another thing. Like Virgil and Ye, a lot of African American designers. He opened the door for a lot of us. Like a lot of people don't even know. Like there'd be racist or prejudice, but they got on Off-White. So it's like, bro still making money off you at the end of the day. He still made a bag, but it's just like a lot of people don't understand the history of this shit either. And they don't understand like this shit longevity. Like it ain't gonna happen overnight. Just like Christian Dior, all them brands. A lot of them ain't get rich today. Was 41. They was old as hell. Not you ain't old, but like
And he was like like an assistant or something like that to Yves Saint
Saint
Laurent.
Laurent, yeah. So it's like that's another thing. Like
Knowing the history of it.
you feel me? Like just being around that shit. That's why I'm a firm believer in you gonna be what you around. So like you surround yourself around millionaires, you around 3 millionaires, you bound to be the fourth one. You learning so much shit. If you do it the right way, you bound to learn something. So it's like just incorporate that shit into what you got going on and just find your niche. Once you find your niche, then that's when you get you really could just like I be telling people at my job all the time, like it ain't even trying to be on no motivational shit, but I be telling them like I'm really living this shit, like I'm really living my dreams of like putting my head down and realize like, yeah, it's time to wake up. Like you could do this shit. Like, and you know who the fuck want to get rich off some shit they love doing?
Exactly, because it don't feel like a job.
You feel me? Like this shit fun. I wake up, get fresh. Besides going to work and shit, like that's another thing. I was working 2 9 to 5s and I just quit my other 9 to 5 because I was making more. With my brand, it was just getting away with a lot of shit. So it was bittersweet because it's like, damn. I remember when I used to be mad as hell, I had to go do the 2 jobs. You feel me? And now it's like, but that's just the hustling me. But now it's like, damn. My off days now, I get to do what I love doing. I get to get fresh and go. You feel me? Take care of the brand and shit like that. And it's always some shit to do. So I was always looking forward, whether it's going to the studio, pop up, baseball game, basketball game. Like it's always some shit to look forward to. So that should be fun. And then you doing it with your closest people. So it's like seeing their reaction and shit like that.
Make
like,
it even more sweeter.
Yeah, bro. Like I remember the first time we went to the game and just seeing my OG reaction. Like that shit. It gave me chills because it's like, damn, she don't even know. Like, I'm really doing this shit for her. Like, I'm obviously doing it for me, but, like, that's the type of shit I like. Like, that's the type of shit that motivate me. So it's like, make sure my people straight. Like, that's the end goal at the end of the day. And having that shit for eternity, a generational wealth. So my kids straight. Just having that shit, like, Ronald McDonald family shit.
Bro.
They got that shit. They straight for life shit.
Low key. How long do you think, like, his whole generation is?
To the end of the
his
world.
His whole bloodline.
Bro,
And when the end of the world happen, niggas still gonna be out there trying to get Big Mac.
Feel me?
Bro, houses burning, niggas
Oh, for real.
skin coming off, niggas finna ask for a large fry. Bro, they ain't going nowhere, bro.
Yo, no. Walt Disney family too, bro.
Oh yeah, Walt Disney,
They
that.
set, bro.
True.
I'm trying to think, is it one more? Cause I know Walt Disney, McDonald's, who they talk about all the time. I'm trying to think.
So I throw Henry Ford in that.
Man. Yeah,
Another way.
it's time that we got that as black people. It's time that we got that. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta break like. I feel like this shit there's levels to this shit, but like I feel like everything happened for a reason. I feel like now we finally getting that platform. Like we can do some shit and get like obviously like publicity off that shit, but like we could do that shit for the right thing and like we could spread positivity. Like that's another thing. I feel like if you get the platform, like that's another thing. Like whenever I just started my brand and I already be having a lot of people be hitting me like, damn bro, how you start your brand? They be hitting me with hella questions, but it's like I always gotta think of like, damn, look at the people who gave me the opportunity. Look at the people. Like I ain't on no gatekeeping shit, but it's just like I always felt like if somebody took the time out of their day to help you get to that next level, it ain't gonna hurt you to help somebody get to that next level.
Yeah, you always spread knowledge. We good? time. Yeah. You can always spread knowledge and like help the next person. Like I've never been a gatekeeping person, but at the end of the day, if you really got sauce, you can't give it to everybody.
Yeah,
Because unless
for
they
sure.
serious about it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, man, niggas trying. Nah,
Yeah.
like if you serious about it, how I'm serious about it, I'm gonna give it to you. But if you just finna take the information, spill it to other people, and people not take it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of gatekeeping something that ain't meant to be a secret? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In a way, you know what I'm saying? So
That's when you get lost in the sauce. That's
No
why you
cap.
can't get everybody the sauce, man.
No cap.
Everybody can't have the sauce.
you know what I'm saying? It's for real. So you know what I'm saying? Before we wrap up, man, is it any like any hat that's your favorite? Anything you want to put it up a little close to the camera, show anybody
Yeah,
something?
shit. I ain't gonna really say I got a favorite.
Mm.
I mean, besides probably this one. This like the first one that really like got me going. This like the first one I sent the bees.
You got like a graphic designer or anything that do your
I
stuff?
be
or?
doing all this shit myself, bro.
Yeah.
Just fucking around on
that's
the
tough.
computer, bro.
And, and before I forget, so do you plan on ever like just doing like your own
Logo and shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I got a January. All that
Oh,
shit
okay,
gonna be
okay.
coming, but
Oh yeah, stay tuned.
I
yeah.
got samples and shit like that. Shirt, jacket, and show the back.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Even a
That's
trucker,
tough.
but yeah, I got a lot of shit coming. This one, I fuck with this one too, cause I made this one for my birthday, but it kind of like challenged me, cause you know how the logo set up. So I'm like, let me just try something different. So I had bro select the font and everything like that. But besides that shit, I mean, I fuck with this one too. I fuck with all of them, but
Yeah, they are hard. Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, this one's special to me too. There's a crazy story behind this one, real quick. So, a Baltimore Oriole players actually hit me and gave me the idea somewhat. So like, he had hit me. He was like, "You got an Orioles hat," and keep in mind this because my shit had already been going through the MLB, so it was more so like word of mouth. But he had hit me and he like, "You can make an Orioles one." So you know me, I be making all this shit by scratch. So I'm like, "Yeah, just give me like a week." You know, I had to order everything. So everything came in and shit like that. And he only asked for like 3 hats at the time. So at first I'm like, alright, bet I'm finna knock these hats out. So I had sent them. That's another thing I always like show him. I got a whole process, but like I send them like how it look and shit like that if I'm doing a few of them. So I had like 3 different designs on them. And he was like, damn bro, them hard. I need some more. So he ended up buying like 5 or 6 of them bitches. So that was probably like my biggest order at the time, but I'm like, damn, I had made it in the month of October. No, I made it in like the end of September. So I'm like, I'm gonna just make this like a Halloween pack. Shout out my boy KT.
Yeah,
But he
the stitching on that tight, bro.
For sure.
The font of it. Bro, this got me excited. Like, it's my brand on, bro. That's cold, bro. Like, they showing love for real. It's getting through that, bro. Like, yeah.
And you
sure.
promote all this on TikTok or you just on
yeah,
IG?
so
Yeah.
I'm on IG. I got a TikTok as well, but I ain't really been on TikTok like that. I'm still learning how to do that shit. But my boy KT been telling me. But I had somebody running the TikTok for me, but gotta find somebody else to do it.
Someone running it for me, businessman.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I had somebody doing it for me, but shit, you know how this shit go. You want something done, you gotta do it yourself. So
For sure, for sure.
gonna just teach myself. But
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna tap in, bro. Yeah, I start getting to the fitness like last year. Type shit. But yeah, man, we appreciate you stopping through, bro. Man, we love what you doing, man. We glad we got to collab and talk about this, man. Any final words? Anything you want them to know? Where to find you? Everything. Your link's gonna be in the bio, but just
for sure.
verbally, man.
Shit, my Instagram, my personal Ryan5_FINAO. My brand Instagram is _MELIORA clothing. Meliora clothing. And then I just got a few shout outs. First off, I couldn't do none of this without God. Next shout out, my OG. Without you, I'll be nothing. So I really do this shit for you. And shit, the next shout out to all the guys. Shit, my little brother Cal. He a freshman at Valpo playing baseball this year. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Shit, my boy KT. Shit, he got a crazy story for y'all too. Hopefully he get on here soon. He got his photography shit going on in San Diego.
Okay. Cool.
My boy Lando, he come here, him and Josh. You know, they got the barbershop on lock. Shit. And then my cousin rapping, El Bando, and my cousin KC. Shit, besides that shit, thank you for all the support. It's been love. So I'm excited to keep this shit going. I only been doing this shit for 8 months, 9 months now probably. So just looking forward to the next steps, man. Just going up.
For sure. Cuz, anything? Okay, cool, yeah, man. We appreciate you sliding, my boy.
Love,
Man, come back anytime. Hopefully
For
next
sure.
time you come back, you be even bigger. Bust down everything on, bro.
sure.
For sure, man, yeah. You know, episode 12, Rent Free the Podcast, man. It's your boy Eli, courtesy of that boy Oscar.
Yep.
You know, check us out. All links in bio. All his information be in the bio. For sure, we'll catch you next week.
But I'm not even into that. With my niggas, you better get back. They gon' push your shit back, yeah. Better not test your luck, yeah. They gon' run up on, yeah. Damn, that pull the trigger, yeah. We up in my line. Wish your bitch, tryna to see what she on. We having fun. She on that dick, cause we put the shit on.